Does the internet ever feel like this huge, kind of confusing place? Well, we're about to fix that. Today, we're building your very own map, a simple guide to help you get started on your digital journey with total confidence.
Just think about it for a second. What if the internet wasn't this messy, chaotic thing, but a brand new world just waiting for you to explore? And like any great explorer, you just need one thing to get started: a good map. That's exactly what we're going to lay out together.
And I promise, in just the next few minutes, you're going to have the skills to search like a pro, figure out which websites you can trust, and keep yourself safe online. We're going to turn any of that confusion into pure confidence, one easy step at a time.
So, every big adventure has to start somewhere, right? For our digital adventure, that first step is all about choosing your ride. Let's talk about the browser.
So, what is a browser? It's really just the app on your computer or phone that gets you onto the internet. It takes all that complicated code and turns it into the websites you see every day. The best way to think about it, it's your car or your boat or your spaceship for traveling around this huge digital universe. It's the one tool you absolutely need to go anywhere online.
I bet you've seen these logos before. These are the big ones: Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and Safari. You know, they all do the same basic job. They get you online. So don't stress about which one is perfect. Chances are you already have one of these on your device right now.
And here's a cool thing. Just like every house has its own unique street address, every single website has one too. It's called a URL. It's that specific address you type into the long bar at the top of your browser to tell it exactly where you want to go.
Okay, now for a super important safety check. Seriously, remember this. Before you ever type any personal info into a website, look up at the address bar. You're looking for two things: the letters HTTPS right at the start and a little padlock symbol. That's your signal that the connection is secure and your information is safe. It's like checking that the door is locked.
So if your browser is the car, how do you find anything? That's where a search engine comes in. Think of it as your own personal GPS for the entire internet. It's what you use when you know what you want, but you don't know where to find it. The browser gets you on the highway. The search engine tells you which exit to take. Now, to get great results, you have to give your search engine good directions. So instead of just typing food, get specific. Try something like easy, healthy dinner recipes. And if you want an exact phrase, just wrap it in quotation marks. It tells the search engine to look for those exact words in that exact order. It's a game changer. Okay, so you've used your new search skills and you've landed on a website. But, just like in real life, some places are safer than others. So how do you know if you can actually trust what you're seeing? Let's break it down into green flags and red flags. A green flag, a good sign, is when you can see who the author is and they're an expert. Or if the website address ends in .gov or .edu, those are usually very reliable. Now, red flags: be careful if the site looks messy, is covered in ads, or if you have no idea who wrote the article. If you can't find the info anywhere else, that's another big warning sign. All right, let's talk about something that's really, really important. Every single time you go online, every website you visit, everything you post, every comment you make, you leave a little trace behind. We call this your digital footprint. And this right here is something to really take to heart. It's so easy to feel like the internet is temporary, but what you put online can stick around for a very long time. Something you post today could be seen by a boss or a new friend years from now. So it's always worth it to just pause for a second and think before you hit post. So how do you keep that footprint positive? Well, these are some great rules to live by. Just be polite, don't share super personal info, and a big one on the tech side: always keep your browser updated, and please, please don't click on weird, suspicious links. That's your best defense. Okay, you've got the tools, you've got the map, and you know the rules of the road. So I think it's time to put all this into practice. It's time for your very first expedition. Here is your mission, should you choose to accept it. Sometime this week, go visit 3 new websites, and the first thing you do is look for that little lock symbol. Then, search for something you're really interested in. Use those specific keywords and quotes. Try to find one site you think is trustworthy and one that feels a little sketchy, and ask yourself why. And finally, just think of one small thing you can do to keep your digital footprint safe. This is how you really make these skills stick. And as you're doing this, just remember this: nobody is born an expert at this stuff. It's a skill. And just like any other skill, you get better and better the more you practice. Every single click is a new chance to get a little bit smarter and a little bit safer.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. You now have your map. You have the tools to explore the online world safely and with confidence. This entire amazing universe of information is right there for you. So, what's the first thing you want to go discover? Thanks for joining me, and happy exploring!